The story takes place in East Europe in 2036, where a Russian man named Viktor Koval is leading riots due to the war situation in the country. To maintain peace, us soldiers have been assigned. Along with them are robot soldiers commonly called GUMPs. The U.S. soldiers find themselves surrounded, and their robot soldiers are being killed during continuous shooting. There seems to be no escape for them. Amidst the chaos, a drone pilot named Lieutenant Hart spots a car filled with explosives heading straight towards the American soldiers. He immediately informs Miller about the situation and requests permission to destroy the car with a missile. However, Miller refuses, as there are still 2 soldiers trapped nearby, and the explosion could harm them. Hart then seeks permission from Captain Bryden, who also declines. Despite their refusal, Hart decides to take matters into his own hands and launches a missile, saving 38 soldiers, but losing 2 from Miller's team. Miller is furious with Hart for disobeying orders, and as a consequence, Hart is sent to the U.S. military base in Ukraine, where he meets Colonel Eckhart. Before going on a mission, Eckhart warns Hart that if he survives, he will be sent back to the Air Force. But if he dies, his story will serve as a warning to other pilots. Hart is then introduced to Captain Leo, his senior officer on the mission. Their objective is to deliver vaccines to a clinic to combat a deadly disease spreading among the common people. Leo informs Hart about Viktor Koval, who had caused a devastating explosion in Ukraine, killing 25,000 people. Viktor is now attempting to reach a place called Systema Perimeter, where a Russian nuclear bomb is located, which he plans to use to kill innocent people. Leo assigns Hart the responsibility of capturing Viktor. While preparing for the mission, Hart discovers that Leo is actually an android super soldier, a human robot soldier. Despite this revelation, they proceed with the mission. Along the way, Hart shows Leo a picture of his girlfriend, and they share a moment of laughter before encountering resistance from the people of Ukraine, who block their path, opposing the presence of the American army on their land. Gump fires a shot, further aggravating the crowd, but Leo manages to calm the situation through diplomacy. However, Viktor's army launches a powerful attack on the U.S. soldiers, destroying many Gumps. Leo and Hart have no choice but to proceed on foot with the vaccines. Upon reaching the refugee camp, they deliver the vaccines to the clinic, but an attempt to assassinate Leo and Hart fails, resulting in the death of the doctor and nurse. Later, Leo explains to Hart that as a super soldier, he has some leeway in breaking the rules. They encounter Sophia, a fighter on the side of Ukraine, who reveals that Viktor is after special codes to access and deploy nuclear bombs. Sophia directs them to a man who sells weapons, knowing the address of the codes. Leo and Hart buy weapons from Sophia, knowing the funds support orphans affected by the war. They head to the market to meet Ashlak, but he and his men attack Leo. However, Leo easily defeats them, and Ashlak reveals the location of the codes before being killed by Sophia. They proceed to the bank where the codes are kept, and Leo asks Hart to remove a tracking device from his body to avoid detection by the Russians. Inside the bank, Leo takes on Viktor's men while Hart ensures the safety of ordinary people. They encounter a powerful robot, but Leo and Hart manage to destroy it. When more soldiers arrive, Hart realizes they are robots sent by Eckhart. Viktor's men threaten the lives of the civilians, and a fierce battle ensues. In this process, many ordinary people were killed. Hart tried to save the remaining people somehow and brought them to a safe place. Then Hart called Eckhart and found out that he was going to send a drone and fly it with a missile. On the other hand, Leo saw a man stealing those special codes and running away. Leo fired a bullet at him, but somehow he survived. Nevertheless, Leo never learned to give up. He kept following him, and after running far away, Leo stabbed him. Leo asked him about the codes, but unfortunately, this man was not Viktor. On the other hand, we see that Eckhart had destroyed everything by dropping missiles on the bank. He thought that Leo and Victor had also died in this explosion. However, in a short time, Leo and Hart got together and left. Now Hart was beginning to doubt that Leo's real intentions were something else. When he asked Leo about this, Leo clearly said, "Yes, I was using you till now." He deliberately broke the rules with Hart so that he could show everyone that he is out of control and does not listen to anyone. Then, Leo could do whatever he wanted with his mind. After this, Leo threw Hart out of the car, hitting him hard on the head, and later, Sophia's men took him away. On the other hand, Leo reached Victor, which reveals that he was with Victor from the beginning. But now Victor refused to tell Leo the address of the Sistema perimeter, the same place where the Russian nuclear bomb was kept. Now Leo had no choice but to kill Victor. He then killed all of Victor's goons, picking and choosing, and he went to find the address of the Sistema perimeter. Meanwhile, when Hart came to his senses, Sophia told him that in this war, the U.S. has sent its army not for peace, but for its own benefit. Then Hart understood that Leo wants to get the nuclear bomb to attack the U.S. Army with Sophia, because America enters the war of every country in the name of peace. But their army works there only for their own benefit. Finally, Sophia released him because now she had no threat from Hart. But Hart immediately reached the army base and informed Eckhart and Miller that Leo is alive and is about to reach the nuclear bomb soon. Now Hart asked an officer named Bell to find Leo. Bell found Leo, but he was across the Russian border at a location where America was not allowed to send an army. Finally, Hart decided to go alone and face Leo, but before going, Miller gave him a special weapon with which Leo could be defeated. Finally, Hart reached the place where the nuclear bomb was kept. Leo had also put the codes inside and started the missile, but as soon as Hart reached that room, Leo saw him, strangled him, and made him unconscious. After that, Leo pressed the button of the missile and the countdown of the nuclear bomb started. Then Hart came to his senses and started attacking Leo with the weapon given by Miller. In a short time, Leo's body started breaking, but then Leo told Hart about his real purpose. He said that he wants to drop this nuclear bomb on America so that the AI system that makes human robots like him is finished. He wanted to do this because only war could be encouraged by making Americans super soldiers, not peace. But Hart gave the information of this place to the U.S. base and told them to drop the missile and destroy the bomb. Finally, Hart destroyed the whole area by dropping the missile, which destroyed the nuclear bomb and saved the destruction in America. We see that Hart escaped from there and went back to the base, where he started remembering his girlfriend's picture. Finally, Hart was welcomed like a hero, and once again, he was sent to the Air Force.